Being in a relationship while being on a health journey is so hard, whether it's romantic or platonic. Navigating your relationship with your family, friends, and partner while trying to lose weight is not for the faint of heart. But if you stick to it, you will get settled into your routine and you will become a better you because of it. In a video a few months ago, I talked about the importance of decentering yourself from your partner in this journey, and so many of you resonated with me on that topic. It's so hard to unlearn the behaviors that you and your partner have developed. But once you unlearn those behaviors and relearn new ones, oh my gosh, life just gets so much better. So I just thought I'd share some of the tips, some of the things that I am implementing in my everyday life, and how I am not only losing weight, but maintaining my weight loss currently. But first, I want to make a quick disclaimer. We are going to be talking about weight loss, scales, eating habits in this video. So if that's something that triggers you, please click off and join me in another video. Also, I do want to state this, that I do not have kids yet, and I know that navigating this while being in a relationship and having little ones to take care of is completely different, and it's a different ball game. So I want to say that I'm very much aware of that. However, I do have advice and tips here that can resonate with everyone. So grab yourself a drink or a snack, and let's get into this video. Just because you can operate like your partner does not mean that you should. And this can pertain to so many different areas in life. However, I'm not a relationship guru, so we're talking about health, wellness, fitness, all that stuff. When you're in a relationship with someone, it is so easy for you to start mirroring each other. It is so easy for you to start mirroring their eating habits. It is so easy for you to start mirroring their fitness habits. It is so easy for you to just start to mirror their habits in general. When it comes to men and women, we are so different. Men are supposed to eat way more calories than women. They hold on to fat way differently than we do as women. They do not have the same cycle that we do as women. They are so different. So if you find yourself mirroring their habits, just know that you are going to have a completely different outcome than them. My husband and I started dating almost 9 years ago. We've been married for 2 years and some change. And when we first met, we bonded over the fact that we both love health, fitness. We both loved working out. We were both gym rats in college, both living near campus. We worked out together a lot, and that was just a thing that bonded us. Obviously, we met at 21 and 22. We're now 30 and 31, and life is completely different now. Our priorities have changed, and that is okay. He can work out maybe 2 times, 3 times a week. He can eat 50% indulgent and not gain that much weight and not gain that much fat and just fluctuate a little bit. However, that is not the case for me. That is not the case for me at all. And as I've gotten older, it's gotten worse, okay? My metabolism has slowed down. It's just not easy for me to just maintain weight if I am eating and mirroring him. So it's important for you to remember that it's going to take a little bit more work for you to maintain your health than your partner. And that is okay, but you have to be mindful of that. They might not have to be mindful of that, but you might have to be. And that's just life, unfortunately. That's just life. Can't sit here complaining about it. It's life. It's okay to love your man, but you have to love yourself more. And loving yourself means keeping up with your routine, your health, your wellness routine, keeping up with all of that, and always keeping it at the back of your head. Every once in a while, you have to take off those rose-colored glasses, girl. I think that's the saying, the rose-colored glasses. You have to take off the drunk goggles. Trust me, I'm a lover girl. I love being in love. I love romance. I am a romantic at heart. However, I think it's important for you to remember to center yourself. It might feel exhausting at times, but you're going to be a better you because of it. And I say this because over time, it's so easy for you to lose yourself, and it's so easy for you to start resenting your partner because of it. And you don't even realize that it was a choice. It was a choice that you made to center them and to decenter yourself in the beginning of your relationship. And once you get to that place where you're not really happy with the way you look and not really happy with the way you feel, it's so easy to cast that blame onto them, when that was a choice. It was a choice for you to decenter yourself. It was a choice for you to center him and give up on all the things that made you look and feel good. I will say that's not only about looks, obviously, but when you look good, you feel good, really, honestly. When you feel good, you look good. So this is your sign to start centering yourself, okay? And I'm gonna be giving you some tips on how to center yourself. So you've decided you're about to go on a health journey. You decide that you want to lose weight. So when you are serious about going on this health journey, when you are serious, I think it's important for you to have a conversation with your partner and talk to them about how they can support you on this journey. You cannot expect for them to read your mind. You cannot expect for them to know how this is going to look, how this is going to be, especially if you've never been on a journey like this. So you have to communicate these things with your partner. So how do you do this? This is how you can do this. This is how this conversation should go. Hey, babe. I am really trying to go on a health journey. I really want to lose 20 pounds. And your partner's going to say this. Oh, wow, babe, that's crazy. You don't need to lose weight. You look amazing. I love you the way you are. And you say, I know, but this is something that I really want to do for myself. And then he's going to be like, well, how can I support you on this journey? And then you say, these are my triggers. These are the things that are keeping me stuck as it pertains to you. And this is what you can do to help support me in this journey. For me personally, my triggers are pretty much everything. Just kidding. One thing I had to tell him was, please do not ask me if I want X, Y, and Z, okay? Because I am the type of person that folds so easily, okay? All you have to do is say, do you want crumble cookie? And I'm like, hell yeah. The thing is, I could have not even been thinking about crumble cookie. I could have just been living my life. But the minute you say, do you want crumble cookie? I'm gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm down. The minute you bring it up, my mouth starts watering instantly and I want it. So that is a trigger for me. That is a trigger for me. It's not easy for me to turn down anything, basically. That was one conversation I had to have. I had to say, hey, please do not suggest anything. Unless I bring it up, please do not suggest it. It's going to make this so much easier for me if you are just not making those types of suggestions. Do not suggest crumble cookie. Please do not suggest any type of desserts for me. Please, I don't want any of it. And I might want it, but I don't need any of it, at least for the next 2-3 months. And that's what I did at the beginning of my journey, especially when I was trying to lose the first 20 pounds. I went no sugar, no alcohol, no dairy, just so I could lose the weight that I needed to lose. And he supported me on it. You need to understand that your meals are going to look so different and they need to look different. Sometimes it may feel like a hassle to like make 2 different types of meals, but it's not. It does not take that much more time to create a meal that is better for you and your journey. For example, if I'm making Michael some chicken tacos, right? Yes, I can eat the taco every once in a while. However, if I'm not trying to eat the taco and I need to get in more greens, then I'm just gonna make myself a chicken salad. It does not take much more work to make myself a chicken salad. My portions look different than his portions. In the past, I used to make my portions the same as his portions. Now, my portion sizes are much smaller than his. And yes, sometimes I'll get seconds, but I'm a lot more mindful whenever I am plating my food initially. I am an intuitive eater, so yeah, it's just important for me to make sure I'm being mindful of how I'm plating my food versus how I'm plating his food. Of course, this isn't always the case 24/7. There are times where you can let loose and there's times where you can, do whatever. But I think for the most part, I think 80% of the time, you want to make sure that you are being mindful of your body as a woman and being mindful of how you're eating so you can support yourself on this journey. However, I just want to say this. There are going to be seasons where life is literally lifing and you just do not have time to even think about being healthy. Like, whatever meal you eat is whatever meal you eat. You can't work out, blah, blah, blah. But you have to look at that as a season, okay? You have to look at it as a season. You have to move forward and get back into your healthier habits after the season passes. I just want to say this, as you get older and as time passes, it is so hard to break habits that you build, okay? So if you are so used to eating out every single day, eating overindulgent foods all the time, eating a lot of sugar, it is going to be really hard to break those habits. It's just going to be super hard. It's just important, guys. Like I really honestly try to be sensitive when I talk about these things, but like there's no sensitivity that can be had, especially when it comes to weight loss. Like you just have to be strict. You have to stay on top of it. I'm getting ready to go to Pilates, but I forgot to mention this in this video. If he's going to be getting home super late, which is very much the case at times, I'm not going to be waiting for him to eat dinner, especially if he's getting home at like 8:30, 9. I'm gonna eat my dinner at 6. And on the days where he does get home earlier, then I'm gonna wait for him to eat dinner. With Michael's schedule, that could look different at times. I will make some tea, sit with you, talk to you about your day, but I'm not gonna wait for you to eat every single night. Especially if I'm trying to make sure I'm eating an earlier dinner, because I don't like to eat late and I don't like to go to sleep on a very full stomach. It just does not make for a good night's rest for me. Sorry, I took out the lashes because I'm about to go to Pilates and I'm not going to Pilates with lashes. But yeah, this is just something that is a part of your routine and you need to be okay with that in terms of your personal routine. I thought I just mentioned that because I know I didn't talk about like that, and that's like a huge thing when it comes to our relationship. I used to wait until he got home, which I almost forgot my Pilates socks. I used to wait for him to get home to eat, and sometimes I'd be eating really late because of that. And that is no longer the case. The same thing with drinking. We live in Texas, okay? So we love going out. I love getting margarita. He loves getting some beers, okay? Chips, queso, Tex-Mex. We love the whole shebang, okay? Because we live in Texas, obviously, especially Austin, Texas. That's all there is to eat here. I'm just way more mindful of that. Like, I just can't do that anymore. I can't. I really physically can't. And honestly, I just try to stay away from like hard liquor overall and just stick to wines. There are going to be times where you do not feel like cooking, you don't feel like eating at home. I know that this tends to happen a lot in the summer because everybody just wants to be outside and have a good time. But you have to take the initiative to stay on track, okay? Especially because this is your journey. You can't expect them to take the initiative if they're not on this journey with you right now. When it comes to grocery shopping, you need to take the initiative to go grocery shopping and buy healthier options, okay? When it comes to making sure there's no sweets in the house, you gotta take that initiative. When it comes to the times where you don't feel like grocery shopping and you don't feel like cooking, you need to take the initiative and pivot. One way to pivot is like things like Factor. I talk a lot about Factor here on my channel. I love it. They are fresh, never frozen meals that are delivered straight to your door. Michael loves them so much, which makes me so happy. He takes them with him to work. He eats them when he gets home from dinner. And if you're feeling lazy, at least you have a meal that is ready, delicious. I always get the Calorie Smart option. He likes just the regular options. He doesn't care about Calorie Smart. Meal delivery kits like Factor, HelloFresh, Green Chef. These are all gonna be your best friend, especially when you are just not feeling as inspired to cook or come up with options. But the most important thing is that you have to take the initiative. You can't get lazy because this is your journey and you have to stick to it. If you let it fall to the wayside, they're gonna let it fall to the wayside and they're not gonna care because it's not their journey. Like, yeah, they're going to like try to encourage you, but like you are a grown person and you have to make sure that you are sticking to the goals that you've set for yourself and take the initiative always. The other day we went to the pool. As soon as we got to the pool, the waiter came over and was like, what do you guys want to start off with? He was going to get like chips and queso, spinach dip. I forget what was on the menu, but I was like, no, we will get a bowl of fruit. And he ended up liking it. I ended up loving it. It was actually really good. I'll put a video here. I think I took a video clip of it. You have to take the initiative. You have to take the initiative. Next point, you have to understand that your routine is going to change, okay? It's going to feel uncomfortable in the beginning, but like I said at the beginning of this video, it's going to make for a better you. Oh my gosh, it's gonna make for a better you. You're gonna glow different, you're gonna feel different, you're gonna feel more confident. So who cares about the old routine? It's gonna be sad saying goodbye to your old routine, but she's dead and gone, okay? She's gone. Our routine looked so different this time last year, man. Like I was looking at a video from this time last year, just a few days ago, and literally, I'm gonna put a clip here. Literally, I look so different. And my habits were so different. And lastly, we got a bunch of snacks. Michael called me and was like, get snacks, babe. I want all the snacks. And I was like, you know what? I want all the snacks too. So I'm gonna get us some snacks. So Michael loves these like sour strips. So I got the rainbow flavor for him. I love me some cookies. I got Twix. I got a little healthy cookie, and then I got one of my favorites, this Tate's Bake Shop cookie. This is like one of my favorite brands. That's my grocery haul. I spent $188 fresh off of vacation, so I was like, you know what, we just need to restock everything, get all the things. We have no food here, and I don't want to be eating out. I used to look at the routine that we had last year and just be like, oh, it's not that bad. Like, we don't eat that bad. We don't eat out that much. Not true. We were eating out so much. I know how I got where I was. I know exactly how I got there, okay? Shortly after the wedding, I had those rose-colored goggles on, those drunk goggles on. I was drunk in love, and I was just eating and spending time with Michael and drinking with him and not even thinking about my diet and letting it fall to the wayside. Like, yes, it can happen quickly. It does like just sneak up on you and you're not thinking about it. Yes, that can be the case. However, don't act like you don't know how this happened, okay? Because I know exactly how my habits were this time last year. And I'm not going to say there's nothing wrong with it, because yeah, there were some things that were wrong with my habits, but I was just happy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. However, it's just so important for you to be honest with yourself and how your current routine is, and just know that that routine is just not going to be the same anymore. And it's okay, because your routine is going to end up looking so much better. Like, now Michael and I are so active. Like, we are 10 times more active than we were this time last year. Our routine is so much different than before. My personal routine involves a lot of movement, and my routine with my partner now involves a lot of movement, and I love it. We love it. Our house stays clean because of it. The yard is never a mess because we're constantly cleaning, we're constantly moving. We just have a lot of energy because of the way we eat, the way we move, how much water we're drinking, and supporting each other on this journey has made for a better life for both of us. Obviously, this goes for your friendships as well. So I know for me personally, me and my friends, we used to do the same things that me and Michael would do. Just go and get chips and queso, drink margaritas, gossip, and that was kind of our routine. Now I prefer to work out with my friends, okay? Meet me at the gym. Whenever I am meeting up with friends, the suggestion is always like workout, a walk. Let's go get like matcha and go for a walk. Something like that. It's less surrounded around like food and drinks. And I talk about this all the time on my channel, like no more food and drinks as like the basis. Like, yes, every once in a while, obviously, even if you have friends that don't like working out, I have friends who love walking around and doing things like that. So we'll do that type of stuff. Like, I know my sister hates workout classes. Like, she will not do a berries. She will not do a Pilates class. She will not do any of that. However, she will go to yoga. So that's an option. There are so many ways to keep your relationship with your friends. If you have friends who like working out, you will honestly see your friends a lot more if you guys incorporate working out with hanging out. Like, you will see them way more because of it. And the next thing I want to talk about is like not neglecting all of the other areas. Honestly, I will say this, once you start getting on your health grind, eating right, working out, it just trickles into so many different areas in your life. You're just going to want to be better in so many different areas. You're going to want to read more, educate yourself more. You're going to want to keep up with yourself and look good and stuff. And it's just a great way to start with your glow up journey. I will say that 100%. Now my focus is just my confidence. My focus is showing up as my best self every single day, feeling confident, looking good, feeling good. And I just want to say this, it doesn't mean that you want attention from other people or that you're just trying to go find yourself another man. And if your man or your partner tries to gaslight you on why you want to look good and feel good, then y'all need to go to therapy, okay? Y'all need to go figure that out, because you wanting to better yourself should not look like you trying to fish for attention or you trying to just stay relevant. You should want to stay relevant. He should want to stay relevant too, okay? You should want to stay relevant too. I think that we should all keep up with ourselves. I think we should all continue to try to stay relevant, whatever that means, you know, like, just because you are in a relationship does not mean you need to fall off and stop doing the things that you like to do, or stop getting cute and going out and like doing all that stuff. Like, it just, honestly, don't let your relationship become the center of your world. Essentially, that is what this video is about. Make sure you're continuing to go to your doctor's appointments, your dental appointments, getting your blood work done, all that good stuff, keeping up with your health. Don't let it fall to the wayside. Do not let it fall, guys. It's going to make for a better you when you are taking care of yourself, no matter what stage you are in life, okay? No matter what stage you are in life, remember that. Always stay true to you. Always keep up with yourself. I've never felt happier. I've never felt more confident, and these are the things that stay in the back of my mind every single day. Every single day. Please let me know if you have any other topics you'd like me to discuss, because this was actually really fun. I hope I didn't forget anything. And if I did, I'll make a part 2, because I think that there's just so much more we can talk about when it comes to this topic. That's gonna be it for this video. I did want to state this, that I am gonna be taking a little bit of a break from content. So maybe 2 weeks, maybe a little bit shorter than that. I'm trying to do 2 weeks, but we'll see. Thank you guys so much for your support. I love spending time with you guys. It's gonna be really hard for me to take a full break. We are going out of the country in a few days, which I'm super excited about. So I just want to enjoy my time with Michael and my sister and my friend Allie. We're gonna be like hanging out with so many different people while we're in Europe. So I just want to spend time with my people while I'm there. I'm going to try to vlog. I always say that when I'm on a trip, but I'm the worst vlogger on trips, so we'll see. I'm going to try to vlog a little bit though. I will see you guys when I'm back, okay? Please be safe, please be careful, and I will keep you updated on maybe Instagram. I'm going to try to post on my Instagram, we'll see, I don't know. So I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scout. Bye. Love you so much. See you guys later.